That short?
No. Today's video not only is gonna show you how to fix your split ends, we'll also cover how to treat your ends so that you can prevent unnecessary breakage during winter time. So make sure to share some love to me by liking this video. Let's get started. First step is fixing your split ends. The only real way to fix your split ends is by cutting them. There is no other way, guys. One of the biggest mistakes that you can do is leaving your split ends for fear of losing length. The longer you leave your split ends, the more they keep splitting the healthy part of your hair, which at the end, if you think about it, is gonna end up costing you more length than what you were supposed to lose. So it is important to take care of this problem as soon as possible. So here is what I would suggest. If you look at your ends and you literally see most of your strands have split ends or a little white dots at the end of the strand, it is time to go to a salon to get a trim.
The scissors barely cut anything.
If you don't see a lot of split ends on your hair, use the dusting method, which is basically cutting individual split ends that you spot on your hair in this way. So all you're gonna do is to grab a small piece of hair, for example here. You're gonna need some scissors, and I'm gonna put this piece of hair in between my two fingers, right? Like that. You're gonna see how some hairs like this are gonna like pop. Those are the hairs that you're gonna start cutting. Don't cut the whole thing, just cut the tip of the strand. Goodbye. If I don't spot any split ends on that little piece, then I move on all the way down to my ends and I just keep trimming a little bit. Even though this takes time and patience, definitely doing this method once a week will help you to keep your hair length more healthy and with less split ends. Now that you have fresh ends, I just wanted to pretend like I have a double camera, but I don't. Now that you have fresh ends, whether you trim them or you use the dusting method, I'm still proud of you. We're gonna move on to the second step, which is preventing unnecessary breakage before you wash your hair. If you don't know, one of the causes of split ends is related to your brushing technique, what you use to brush your hair, and how much you brush. So what you want to accomplish in here is to be gentle when detangling. If you get a stubborn knot, put a little bit of conditioner on it and gently untangle without pulling. No matter what type of hair you have, invest in a wide tooth comb and never again brush your hair from the roots to the ends. Instead, get into the habit of brushing your hair from the bottom to the top to avoid dragging knots to the ends. And once your hair is detangled, stop brushing it. The more friction you cause in your hair, the more prone the cuticle is to damage. Another extra step that you can take to protect your ends before shower time is as simple as applying a little bit of oil on the ends 10 minutes before you take a shower. Oil would act as a shield to protect your ends from becoming more dry from using shampoos and tap water. So oils like almond oil, olive oil, or argan oil are fantastic options to apply on your ends before shampooing. The third step into preventing unnecessary split ends is actually related to the way you wash your hair. First of all, washing your hair every single day or too often is a recipe of split ends and super dry hair in general. I will always recommend you is to wash your hair twice a week or once a week will be fantastic so that you can reduce a lot of friction as possible. So to avoid drying your ends while you wash your hair, the first thing you need to do is to leave the hot water for your tea, my dear. Instead, use lukewarm water on your hair to prevent as much as dehydration as possible. And when it comes to shampooing, try to get into the habit of not shampooing your ends. They do not need extra washing because the shampoo residue on your scalp when you rinse will literally clean your ends, reducing the chances of drying them, which is another cause of split ends. Especially during winter time, it is a must to have a deep conditioning hair mask that you can apply on your middle and ends once a week for the purpose of restoring moisture on those two areas that tend to dry easily after shampoo. And also part of my favorite hydrating trick is to use cool water on your hair at the end of your shower to seal cuticles and moisture. Yes, even in winter time. Avoid at all costs the use of shampoos, conditioners, and hair styling products that have sulfates and parabens and even mineral oils. These ingredients will strip the natural oils from your hair, causing you more dryness and brittle hair, especially on your ends. The fourth step into preventing unnecessary split ends is related to what you do right after you are done with your shower. Come here. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you know that when your hair is wet, it is more prone to breakage. So it is so important to know how to towel dry your hair and when is the right time to style your hair. So when it comes to towel dry your hair, all you have to do is carefully drain some water out of your hair using a microfiber towel, which is the most gentle option for your hair and your ends in general. However, if you don't have this type of towel, use a soft t-shirt to towel dry your hair as a better option than using your regular towel. Your regular towel could be one of the reasons why you have so much frizz and split ends. Now that you are done towel drying, I know this is a very difficult decision for most of you to decide whether you allow your hair to air dry even in winter time, good job, or to blow dry your hair. Obviously, I'm always gonna recommend you to allow your hair to air dry completely because the less heat you induce your hair, the less split ends you will end up developing. When your hair is wet, don't forget to apply your hair serum, your leave-in conditioner, or even both so that these products can soak in your hair while you wait for your hair to air dry completely. If you have decided to blow dry your hair, one simple way to decrease how much heat you use on your hair is simply waiting for your hair to get at least damp before brushing it and blow drying it. So make sure that before you apply heat on your hair, use a heat protecting before styling. This product from Save Me From not only can be used as an overnight hair mask, it also can be used as a leave-in conditioner, which is the way that I use it, and also as a heat protectant. Fully recommended to anyone that uses a lot of heat throughout the week. When it comes to blow drying your hair, only focus the heat on the roots and the middles of your hair. That's it. Forget about your ends. Just let them air dry naturally so then you can decrease a good amount of split ends at the end. Some other steps that you can take throughout the week to reduce the amount of split ends. Remember to apply a light oil or a hair serum before you go to bed so then you can moisturize your ends throughout the night. If you're able to invest in a silk pillow, that will be fantastic because silk pillows are gonna help you to reduce tons of friction between your hair and your blankets while you rolled in the bed during the night. If this is not possible for you right now, definitely put your hair in a protected style before you go to bed so then you can reduce, that kind of friction while you sleep. And for the same reason of maintaining good levels of hydration on your ends throughout the week, try your best to oil your hair overnight once a week with hydrating oils such as argan oil, olive oil, avocado oil, jojoba, or almond oil. And also don't forget to apply twice a month a protein hair mask like my egg hair mask or a rice water to keep healthy protein levels on your hair. Don't forget to share some love to this girl by subscribing to this channel right here. I love you all. See you next time. Pura vida. Take a look at the weather today.
A few moments later.
Crazy outside.